Sarah, you are amazing. You're a total knockout and brilliant. Interesting. A woman who's a bit out of the ordinary. This unexpected compliment seemed to spark something in Annie. Seeing her sad expression, Setch was hit with a wave of guilt, especially since Annie had always been so friendly to him. So cold, he apologized for past behavior, promising Annie he'd stay a day. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. The two stepped outside to stroll and watched as Annie joyfully sprinted along the beach. In the distance, Setch felt a twinge of envy. His heavy work had completely drained the concept of freedom from his O circumflex, Arabic letter 6b9, A micro, half R2, A letter 775, A umlaut, Armenian, the degrees per graph IU, I circumflex micro, A umlaut, E grov, C Sedilla, Chinese letter, paragraph O stroke 8 times, La O letter 234, letter 231, O sharp hand. They chatted about their perspectives on life, and as the day passed, their relationship deepened. At the same time, Anna's image in Setch's mind began to shift. She didn't seem to be the persistent type he had imagined, which puzzled Setch even more. It made sense to feel attracted after just one meeting, but after that, her whirlwind efforts to relieve his work stress were more than simple attraction could explain. As separation drew near, Annie quickly expressed her feelings about Setch leaving, yet she ultimately upheld their morning agreement and went home late at night. She turned on her computer, finding herself with nothing to do, no chats, and the snapshots of her day with Annie blared in her. It had been ages since Setch felt so fulfilled, so he made a spontaneous decision. He grabbed his luggage, headed to Annie's, and stayed for a month, following her lead. Other opponent sign A, ag, acute, a stroke letter 3, F5E, a circumflex C sedilla acute, until the C sedilla Chinese letter degrees to A lambda, if micro, SOA, ejective, I grova, A ring, I umlaut, O umlaut, tender retroflex, A acute, U acute. She introduced him to a local kids' remote-controlled boat race and the quirky town residents. A degrees, A hof, A acute, O stroke, at times low, O zeros, acute, A umlaut, O I not sign, O hof, E grov, L acute, O stroke, letter 3, F5, O. They played hide and seek with blindfolds and enjoyed candlelit dinners just for two, venturing out to the vast ocean to let their emotions spill. Soon, their relationship took a romantic twist. Cuddles became routine, and they shared sweet kisses in public. One night, they finally confirmed their relationship. It felt like a new chapter in Setch's life, with experiences he had never imagined. He fantasized about a bright future with Annie outside of work. Life had so many delightful surprises in store. Just as he was daydreaming, Setch noticed some concerning details, and his complexion seemed to be getting pale. Over time, his paleness grew obvious. He closely watched Annie, noticing her excuses to slip away. Before Setch could investigate her behavior, Annie cut to the chase, knowing well that behind Setch's unending work, there were things he was unaware of. It turned out to be true. Setch's father had been a hard-working salesman. His mother had left them for a better life due to their financial struggles. His father constantly reminded him of money's importance, driving a wedge between them and fueling Setch's desire for wealth. Years after his father's death, he never revisited their shared house. One day, Annie secretly altered plans, standing before the oddly familiar building, stopping Setch in his tracks. He entered the house, where the neatly arranged furniture triggered a flood of memories in his mind. After reminiscing, Annie comforted him with a warm hug. Setch could tell she meant well, and it felt like a burden had been lifted. On that clear morning, Setch donned his suit again, receiving a call from work to arrange a meeting. Annie tried to intervene, but Setch's determination was too strong. Some might say Annie was selfish, ignoring Setch's career prospects for her own desires, but if you stick around till the end, I guarantee I'll understand. Later, Setch umlaut grov at not sign 3 section times a 3 a stroke e sedilla C reliquia umlaut a grov a circumflex letter 3 7 C pound. How could he let her down? With these tests ahead, their relationship grew even more solid. Finally, nearing the 1 month, Setch made a life-altering decision. Noticing his indifferent response, Setch pulled out his work phone for a serious talk. Then he showed his pricey watch. Annie was surprised. "I can't," she said. "Why not?" "Because Setch wanted to investigate more, but Annie locked herself in. Soon he heard her cries and burst in. Annie lay on the floor, and Seth suddenly realized something. He opened a cabinet that was usually locked. He at once asked Annie why she locked it, but she brushed it off. Inside were unfamiliar medicine bottles. Annie, using all her strength, shoved Seth aside, her emotions crumbling. Is this what you wanted to see? Is this it? This? No way. This. Ymalt, why ymalt circumflex ligature strokes cyrillic for BBC to a quarter time show pannet sign ymalt ligature acute ymalt pannet sign set a quarter plus or minus ymalt acute letter 225 cyrillic letter for BD Armenian hipant. Cyrillic letter for FB currencies and letter 2BF pannet sign ymalt u circumflex micro a tilde acute ymalt the NNIE micro L with dot above 0 pound. It turned out that a year ago, Annie was diagnosed with cancer, a condition that had no cure. In a bar, Seth learned from a man how Annie left home a month after diagnosis to spare her family. She hadn't contacted them since. The reason for her relentless pursuit of Seth was tied to her own struggle